Hello guys and welcome to another video. So in this video I will talk how I set up my Tradingview and how I backtest on this program. So when you first sign up, this is what you get in the Tradingview program. And also I want to mention that Tradingview has a sale of up to 70% off on all of the plans. So if you're interested, if you want to sign up, if you want to try it, there will be a link in the description of this video. Make sure you click it and get up to 70% off of a Tradingview subscription. Okay, so this is what you get when you sign up, and I will now show you exactly what I do to get it to my style of charts. So first let's switch it to the euro and the US dollar, because I trade forex, I do not trade stocks. Okay, so it is the FXCM data. Okay, that is what I use mostly. Then what I do, I close this window. To be honest, I don't need it. I want to have bigger screen real estate, so I just close that. Then what I do, I remove the volume. Okay, I don't need the volume. It's right here on the top left corner, and you click X because it's an indicator. Okay, if you want to add an indicator, it's right here is the button. You can search up, let's say, volume, and here you can add some volume indicators if you want. I use only one indicator, which I will talk about a bit later, but it is not volume. I also removed these news events. They just kind of make things more confusing, and I want my charts to be as clean as possible. I also removed this. So these are some updates, and I just delete that off of the charts as well. Okay, and I also removed this button, so it's confusing. I don't have my broker connected to Tradingview. I use Tradingview solely for checking the charts and for backtesting, market research, stuff like that. I execute all of my trades on the MetaTrader 5 platform on my phone or on my PC. So I don't need this, and you can just right click and you can delete these buy and sell buttons. Okay. What I do use is I do use this for reference. This up here also, let's change to the 1 hour chart because I trade only on the 1 hour chart. So here click the D, put in 1 hour, and this is what I look at. So the 1 hour chart. Okay, that is what I use. Then what we need to do is, we need this, and I need the open, high, low, and the close of each candle. That is very, very important according to the strategy that I trade. Those are this from a candle. Let me give you an example. So this would be, okay, let's take this one. This would be the open, this would be the close of the candle, this would be the lowest low, this would be the highest high. So the open, the high, the highest high of the candle, the lowest low of the candle, and the close of the candle. Very, very important values to me personally. What do I do next? Well, I do use the dark mode. Okay, how can you get to the dark mode? Well, press this button and click right here, dark mode. Okay, that is what I use. And now what I also do is I kind of change up the colors. How can you change up the colors? Now we have cleaned up the charts. Now the charts are really, really clean. So for you to change up the colors, right click anywhere, click on settings. And now what we want to do under symbol, I want to change the color of the body to, let's say, blue. Okay. And the bearish candle, because this is the bullish, this is the bearish. Bearish can be red. Borders, I do black on both, and wicks I do black as well. Okay, that is what I use. These are the colors I use. And time zone, I use the London time zone. Okay, so this is now to sign up, but basically you click London right here. I'm using a free account here because I do not want to mess up my settings. Okay, we'll switch to my professional account a bit later. This is just an example of how to set up the colors. Status line, this I don't really need. Scales. Okay, canvas. Okay, this canvas, this is what we need. So the background, I use solid, and the color is this second one. Okay, this is the one I use, I believe. And solid. Grid lines, no. So no grid lines. Okay, so now we need to, looks like we need to join. But basically that is the color scheme. So we can now switch to my professional account where this window will not keep popping up. Okay, this is exactly why you need the Tradingview subscription. You need it for the replay function if you want to backtest, and you need it if you want to add any indicators and if you want to avoid this window always popping up. And we are back. This is my professional TradingView interface. As you can see, these are the colors that I use. So if you want to copy it, it's this blue one, this red one, and then basically the background is this color, and I use a solid background, grid lines. I use no grid lines, okay? So basically, let me see if there is any difference. There is no, I guess the grid lines are the same color as the background, but yeah, that's okay. So no grid lines. These are the clean charts that I like to use because I'm following purely price action, okay? I'm only interested in the price action. I don't want any news events. I don't want any lines. I don't want any volume, anything like that. I want to keep it as clean as possible. And again, the time zone is the London time zone right here on the bottom right. One more thing I want to talk about is, before I get to the indicator that I use, is this toolbar, okay? This is the favorites toolbar. It's right here on the bottom left of the screen. You don't see it because of my camera. So let me try to pull that up. Okay, so it's right here. This is the favorites toolbar. Let's bring this back down. And here I have all of the tools that I need. First one is this polyline tool to draw lines like this, basically, for example, ascending or descending channels. It's very, very handy. Second, I have this rectangle tool for highlighting stuff. Next, we have of course, the risk to reward tool for buying. Then I have saved a couple of stop loss sizes, 12 pips, 13 pips, 15, 16, 20. You just right click template and put in whichever one you need. I need 12 pips in most cases. Sell risk to reward tool as well, right here. And I use this, what is it called? A trend line for marking out most recent breaks, like this. Okay. I also use this to mark out the date and time, for example, on the bottom, as you can see, just if I want to mark something out. And I use the raise, the horizontal raise, to mark out the most recent high and the most recent low of the price. Okay, so that's about it for that text tool. For backtesting, if I want to make a note, for example, ascending channel, just put a note in, very, very basic stuff. And this is, of course, the cross tool. This is the one where you select things. And I have this arrow as well, which is very good for backtesting if I want to highlight a certain candle, okay? For example, if this candle is interesting to me, I just put it under there and then it's highlighted. How to add things on this favorites toolbar? Well, if you find something you like, you just click on this star and it adds to your favorites and it appears in the toolbar, okay? Very, very easy stuff. So here are all of the tools. On the left of your screen are all of the tools. For 2 years or for 3 years that I have been trading, I have only been using these tools right here. I do not need anything else. This is all that I need. From this right part of the screen, I just have my watch list, okay? I just have the 6 pairs that I trade. As you can see, Euro US dollar, Euro Japanese yen, Aussie US dollar, Aussie Japanese yen, Pound US dollar, New Zealand Japanese yen. And then with arrows on your keyboard, the up and down arrow, I can just quickly scroll through every single one of the pairs on the watch list. Okay, makes things much, much easier. You can flag them if there is a setup going on. Okay, you can put a flag on it. And here are your alerts as well. I do use alerts, so you need the premium subscription for the alerts as well. How to add an alert? Well, just right click and then add alert. And basically it should be added somewhere right now. I'm not sure why it's not adding an alert. You can create an alert right here as well. Okay, doesn't matter. Looks like there's a bit of a bug for alerts. And the rest of the stuff I never use, to be honest. So for news, I go to the Forex calendar on the internet if I really want to check the news. But again, the strategy that I trade, we do not need to check the news because we can identify news candles in the price action. The final thing I want to do for this TradingView setup is I want to share with you an indicator that I personally use to make things much, much easier for me to follow the highs, the lows, and the breaks of the most recent highs and the most recent lows. So the indicator I use is the GT high and low indicator. It is this one, okay? I have already added it. GT recent high low, Bong Hyun. It is here. So under this small arrow, you can see all of the indicators you have. And then you can hide it or you can view it. Okay, here it is. Now I need to set it up according to my preference. So how to set it up is basically go here and go to settings. Okay. And then what you need to do is trend colors I have turned off. This I have turned off. Recent high is red. Recent low is red as well. This is 1. Previous high. Okay, this nothing. Broken trails. Yep. This is what I use as well. And max broken trails I use 20. And for the colors as well, okay, I don't use the broken label, but for the colors I use black. And the style, and basically I just put the opacity to around 70%, I believe. Okay, 70. Low as well, black. 70, and it's a dotted line, right? It's a dotted line. And max broken trail draw, I use number 20. Under the bomb, I just turn this off. Turn everything off right here. Here also turn everything off. Inside bar, turn it off as well. And alerts, you can leave how it is. This, turn it off as well. Let's see if this is correct. Yeah, so this is exactly how I use it. This is how I set it up. Basically now I can see the most recent high, the most recent low. Okay, this, I don't know why we have this color right here. Needs to be turned off as well. But basically we have the most recent high, most recent low, and we have the most recent breaks marked out on the chart as well. Usually I would need to draw them manually, so this is a very good hack to save time. This saves a lot of time. But if you're just learning this strategy, don't use this indicator, okay? Do it manually because you will never fully learn the highs and the lows. So do it manually for the first couple of weeks or months. Then you can add an indicator just to make things easier and faster when you're backtesting and when you're checking the charts as well, because you do not need to redraw or replace these lines as the price keeps moving to the upside, okay? So if you want to save yourself a bit of time, I highly recommend this indicator. But once you have already learned the highs and the lows, once you have been doing them for weeks or months, and you know exactly where is the high and low located according to this strategy. Also, this indicator is sometimes wrong, so it can sometimes be wrong and place these most recent break lines incorrectly. That is another reason why you need to know exactly what you're doing, so you can spot when it does it incorrectly. Again, it's being worked on. It's gonna get repaired in a couple of weeks or months, but for now there are some mistakes that happen. Maybe once per month there is a wrong line print with this indicator. Okay, so now I believe we have set up absolutely everything, and this is my final trading view, how it looks like. Now I'm gonna do some backtesting. So we're gonna do backtesting on the euro and the US dollar, and we're gonna start. So here, this button is very good. It's the go-to button, and then you pick a date where you wanna TradingView to place your cursor, okay? So I wanna start 2023. I wanna do October, and I wanna do the 1st of October. Okay, click OK. Here it is, 1st of October. This is now exactly what we need. And if you want to backtest from this date, okay, I want to start backtesting from the 1st of October. What I need to click is I need to click this replay function right here. Okay, so this is actually what I use for backtesting. Click replay, 1st of October, click again. And now we can start backtesting from this point. Okay, here on the bottom you have the jump to button, you have the play button, you have the forward button, you have the replay speed, and you have jump to real-time chart. What I use is I use the forward button, okay? So this is what I use to keep these candles printing. I don't use the play function. I go candle by candle, and basically I do it slowly, okay? If the price is ranging around like this, then I take my time, or I do it a bit faster. But if the price is trending and we have some entries forming as well, well then, in that scenario, I go very, very slowly in order not to miss a setup when I'm backtesting. Very, very important stuff. Okay, so let's continue with the backtest. So let's see what is happening in the pair price action. Currently, well, I'm not seeing much. Possibly this V reversal, not as well defined, but now moving down, let's see what happens. I have also mapped this button to my mouse. Okay, so I have sort of this productivity mouse which has extra buttons you can program, and I just programmed it to the forward button, so it's a bit easier to backtest. I don't need to constantly keep my mouse on this button. Okay, price is moving down, nice impulse, nice momentum, really nice momentum currently. Pullback, no shift, break of the low, very nice close. So I like this. Okay, I'm gonna take this trade. What am I seeing? Bit of a reversal, not the cleanest, bit of a range, after which I do expect the price to move down. Pullback, no shift in momentum, nice break, and my order is on for the break and retest with a 12 pip stop loss. Okay, now my order is on, so I have determined that the pair price action is high probability, then I can look for a trade. If pair price action is not high probability, if it's coming from a range, then I'm not looking for a setup. Very easy. And there is a couple of high probability patterns that I really like to trade. Okay, tagged in, almost got taken out. Okay, and now price decides to continue going down. Continues going down, still cannot reduce the risk. Now I can reduce the risk according to the trailing stop loss management rule. So basically I just put the stop loss 2 pips above this high. Okay, stop loss goes 2 pips above the most recent high line, which is this one. So you can see I used to move these lines manually, but since I have started using this indicator things were getting really, really faster. So I have started doing things much faster and much more efficiently. So I would highly recommend using this indicator if you already have a lot of experience with this strategy. Okay, still moving down. Put the stop loss 2 pips above the new most recent high. And we're out of the trade. So this one was a 1.88% winner because I'm risking 1% per trade on every single pair. Okay, so 1% per trade, 1.88, and you can see it right here. So this red box is the stop loss box. This is the stop loss level, the initial stop loss level, and this is the take profit level or the trailing stop loss level, however you want to call it. But you can also see this number, risk to reward ratio, calculates how much bigger this take profit box is compared to the stop loss area. So the take profit level area is 1.88 times bigger than this stop loss area. That means if I risk 1% on this trade, I have now banked 1.88% winner on this sell setup. Okay, let's continue. Price is reversing. Am I looking for a reversal trade? Yes, but it is too far away from the entry level, which would be down here on this inside bar. Okay, if you want to know more about this strategy, I do have a mentorship, so check out the link in the description as well for that. Okay, it has hit the level, but to be honest, with these huge double wicks and this momentum shifting down, it is definitely of no interest to me. Okay, I'm not going to get into too much detail about the strategy, but I just want to show you exactly my backtesting process. So now price is just ranging around, and I'm doing it a bit faster, waiting for the break of the high or the break of the low. Okay, we broke the high again. Momentum, let's see if the momentum continues. Okay, continuing up, let's look for a buy trade. Momentum shifting down. Okay, now we have major selling pressure, so I'm just waiting for the break of the high or the low. This to me is very, very bad if I'm looking to buy, so I'm not interested in that. Okay, price is ranging around, broken the high again, pullback, broken the high again, not looking for a trade here. It's coming out of a flat range, so price action is not high probability, meaning I'm not interested in to look for a setup. Okay, and you can see how I use these tools, okay? To spot things, to draw channels, to mark something out, mark a candle out. Very, very useful. This is very, very useful. Let's continue. So just ranging around on the top, not showing me much potential. Still ranging around, descending a bit, flat. Okay, now we have some major momentum. Let's look for a setup. Retrace, okay, this is now shifting momentum up completely. This is volatility. I'm not looking for anything here. I'm expecting a range, pushing up, still being more patient. Okay, this was market close. Market has opened with a gap, still inside of this major range. I'm a trend trader, not a range-bound trader. Okay, ranging around. Broken the high. Pull back. Possibly continue ranging. Okay, now it's ascending a little bit. Why is it ascending? Well, because we were breaking the highs correctively and retracing after an ascending channel. I am expecting a trend in the opposite direction like this. Okay. Ranging around between the high and the low. Broken the high. Okay, now possibly reversing, but no. I see no potential here. Now it's getting flat. It's starting to range around. It's starting to break both the highs and the lows as well, which is a major warning sign. It's a major sign of a wide flat range, which I don't want to see. I'm a trend trader. You can see when the price is ranging around, I do it fairly quickly. But when the price is showing me momentum, when it's showing a high probability pattern, I take it very, very slowly. Okay. Now we have a bit of momentum. Let's see if the momentum continues. It has. This is looking very nice. Continuing even more. I'm looking for a trade here, 100% looking for a sell setup. Small pullback. Break of the low. Nice push. Okay, let's analyze the price action. Overall, this is showing me an ascending channel. Not the cleanest. Okay, so not the cleanest of ascending channels. Why? Well, because here we were definitely being more flat. We were ranging around in this area right here. So it's not a perfect ascending channel, but when I zoom out a bit, when I look at the past 3 to 5 days of price action, which I focus on, I can spot an overall ascending structure. And I know after an ascending channel, price is very, very likely to start a reversal trend. So after this, price is very likely to start a nice, strong downtrend. So I'm seeing confirmation. I'm seeing evidence. I'm seeing potential of a downtrend. I'm seeing a nice large push down here. Small pullback, no momentum shift, absolutely zero buying pressure, which is exactly what I want to see. And then we have a nice strong break. So this is great for a break and retest scenario. I place my order pending sell limit. Pending sell limit on the bottom of this inside bar. 12 pips stop loss. I use 12 pips for the break and retest setup on the euro and the US dollar. Okay. Now we have a pending order on in the market. Let's see what happens. Okay. Price is now a little far away, but I am still willing to leave my order on. Okay. Retracing slowly. My order is still on, looking for a flag here as well. Let's see if a flag will happen. Going slowly, I do not want to rush it. Okay, possibly a flag is forming now. Let's see. Still no flag. Still nothing, but my order is on for the break and retest, of course. Okay, we're tagged in. We're in the trade. Let's see what happens. And we are out. Okay, so this was a 1% loss right here. First trade, 1.88% winner. Second one, 1% loss. And then once I take a trade, I can then put it in my trade journal. Okay, I use a trade journal either in Notion or in Excel. just basically write down the date, the time, the day of the trade, and was it a winner, was it a loser, how much percentage did it make, what kind of setup it was, identify the prior price action, was the prior price action high probability, and that is exactly how you journal. So make sure once you're taking trades in TradingView, you actually put it down somewhere so you have it all listed in either an Excel table or a Notion file. So let's continue. Okay, price is continuing down a little bit. Ranging around here. Broke the high, but I see no potential. I'm not looking for any sort of a setup. Okay, broke the low, just flat. It's flat. Look at it. Very, very flat in this general area, so I'm being more patient. Okay, possibly some potential, but now we retrace, so nothing. Ranging around, waiting for the break of the high or the break of the low. Still showing me nothing. Possibly a very corrective ascending channel, but nah, not really. Okay, broke the low. Broke the low, continued down a bit more. Okay, now it retraced. Still stuck inside of this range. You can see just very flat in this area as well. Then we continue. Broke the high, retrace. And this is exactly why I use these most recent break highlights. Okay, I can very easily identify prices going nowhere. Price is very, very flat. As a trend trader, I do not want to see that. Continuing. Okay, price breaks the high. Some momentum potentially. Yes, this is now promising. Let's see if we get an entry. Even better, it's looking very nice. Okay, going up. Pullback. Let's see if we get a flag formation right here. Why? Well, because let's first identify the prior price action. Again, flat, range bound, not looking like it has any potential, but what does have potential for me personally is this right here. This is very, very nice. I'm liking this momentum, and I'm definitely looking for a continuation setup after this nice, strong momentum up. Okay, no flag forms. Why? Well, because we did not break. Let's click it here. We did not create all 4 points of a flag. We need the first high, we need the first low, second high, and we need the second low, which never happened. Instead, price broke the most recent high before the flag formed, making the flag formation invalid. Now it's possibly starting to ascend. Yeah, so an ascending structure here, ascending channel after a impulse. This sort of a formation is very, very high probability to reverse. Okay, this is a very high probability setup for a reversal trend like this. Let's see what happens. Okay, getting momentum. Even more momentum, very nice. We now have the confirmation. Again, we always need to look for a confirmation of selling pressure if you're looking at an ascending channel. Okay, is this a pullback? I believe it is. 219, 217. Yeah, this is a pullback candle. Break the low. Same sort of a scenario as this trade. Same sort of a scenario as this one as well. Okay, this one was not coming from the same sort of prior price action, but same sort of an entry style. Okay, so I have identified prior price action is high probability. Impulse, ascending, reversal down, possible start of a downtrend. Okay. Break and retest entry setup. My order is on the low of this, my order is on the most recent low right here on this level. 12 pip stop loss, as always, for the euro and US dollar. In my live trading, I do use 13 pips. I add a pip on my entry. because of spreads, and I then use a 13 pip stop loss. That's in live trading, but for backtesting I use fixed 12 pips to make things easier. Tagged in, price continues. Okay, now I'm in the trade. Let's see if a flag will form here. I cannot take another trade because I'm still full risk on the table. I haven't yet reduced my risk on the first trade, but I believe a flag forms here as well. It does, so this is the flag formation. Would I take it if I was not in the first trade? I would. This is a very, very nice flag. Okay, first low, first high, second low, second high. Red candle is the entry candle. Go in with a 12 pip stop loss, but I cannot take it because I'm already in one trade with full risk on the table. Okay, price continues down. I can now, of course, put my stop loss around 2 pips above this most recent high level. So my stop loss is now right here on this level, 2 pips above the most recent high. Almost got taken out. Okay, price breaks the low right here. Breaks the low again. Okay, now this is the wrong print. This most recent high line should now be on top of this candle. So you can see there are a couple of, or is it the wrong print? 5, 6, 5, 7. Yeah, okay. So this line should be on top of this candle right here. So the indicator does make mistakes sometimes. It's not very often, maybe once per month, but yeah, sometimes it can happen. Price is continuing down a bit more. Right. Still going down. Retrace. Let's see if it breaks the low. And right here, I believe this candle would take me out. But let's see if I put it 2 pips above here. So we put it 2 pips above the most recent high. And we're out. Okay. So stop loss was hit. I do not use take profit. I only use a trailing stop loss. This was a 5.93% winner. Very, very nice setup. Very, very nice trade. Super high probability per price action. And managed to squeeze out very, very nice percentage. Let's keep following the price. Let's see if we get another setup. Again, we are approaching the end of the month, so I'm just doing October of this year. Reversal, no, I'm not looking for a reversal. This is looking more like an expanding pattern because it's breaking the lows, breaking the highs, breaking the lows, breaking the highs, then again breaking the lows. This is not a high probability pattern in my trade plan, so I'm leaving this alone. Okay. Kind of flat, ranging around in this area. Okay, so yeah, still flat. Still range bound. This is now the 30th of October. I believe there is no more setups this month, but let's finish it. Breaks the high. Continues a bit, but then rejection. So no continuations, just very weak breaks of the high. Okay. Breaks the high. Okay, bit of momentum. Let's see if we get a setup right here. Am I looking to buy? Yes, I am. Why? Well, solely on this, simples. Okay, solely on this. Par price action is not looking that good, but I do like this momentum. These are nice candle formations, so let's see if we get an entry. Possibly a flag forming. Okay, yeah, now this is a major warning sign, major selling pressure. After this sort of a candle, selling pressure is definitely too high for me to look for any buys. So not interested in a flag here, and it does not form either. Now it's printing a clear V reversal, after which I do expect a range and a trend to the downside. Let's see if that happens. Okay, possibly a flag forming. And we break the low before the flag forms. And this is now the 1st of November. So yeah, that's about it for this month. Okay, so I can just put this flat vertical line on the end of the month. Let's find it here. Let's put one in the beginning as well. Believe it was somewhere around here. That was the start of the month. To recap, plus 1.9 minus 1, so plus 0.9 net, and then 5.9 plus 0.9, so around plus 6.8, I believe. Okay, so net profit for the month on the euro and the US dollar on the 1 hour chart is around plus 6.8%, which is awesome. Risking 1% per trade, 3 trades, 2 winners, 1 loss, very, very good results. So that's how I backtest. I take it slow when the price is showing a high probability pattern, as it was here. I take it slowly, but when it's just ranging around between the low and the high and it's flat, then I kind of do it more rapidly just to get things done a bit more quickly. If you're just a beginner, take it slow. Don't rush absolutely anything. If you have a bit of experience, sure, you can do it a bit faster, but make sure you are not missing any good setups. As always, price action is king. That's it for this backtesting session. There is a 70% off sale at Tradingview. There will be a link in the description. Make sure you use it if you want to sign up, if you want to use Tradingview. I highly, highly recommend it. That is the best software for trading. If you're a trader, if you're serious about trading, you need Tradingview. It is absolutely the best for watching the charts, for backtesting, for market research, for anything you need. This is that program. Okay, that's it for the video. See you guys in the next one.